Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Hello, it's Future Me, Past Me, here to tell you as a PSA that there are some flashing moments in this game. That is, ever since the update dropped for 2.9.0 as well as the DLC. It's mostly very subtle, but it happened when I was getting items, that is from the, I believe, crafting bench, and if not, even also the Jam Jamboree stand. It just so happened that just receiving the items very quickly, it was flashy too, anytime that happened. And also in the DLC itself, it happened. There's one particular area, you could say, with the garden, that off to the right, there's just this hedge that likes to flash a little bit. I just want to put that warning out there. It's not super terrible, but in case you are someone who is sensitive to that, just thought I'd put this warning in here. So keep that in mind, and hopefully in the future, they will have that patched out and updated. But of course, too, please enjoy the video starting now. Long time no buddies, right? But without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure and see what we have for today, besides, of course, the buddies here and down here. They'll be here probably maybe for this whole trip, maybe not. It will depend on how long we take, for of course, we got a lot done last time. We may have a little bit to do this time because, well, all who were visiting are no longer here. Big sad. But we have plenty to look forward to. Evening. Can't wait. Oh, we got a blossom. Let's go. I would have finished it had it not trolled me. Sorry. Again, I can't believe it went me back a day. Again, it might have put you back a day too. I know it's not a big deal that it is back one day, but the fact that it still did it with the update makes me still mad. We're doing good there. And then, of course, this is still going. So, there's still hope in the midst of it all, but I'm still a little disappointed. Again, it's a good thing that we still have some extra time, because if we didn't have extra time, I'd be probably a little bit even more disappointed. In fact, I'd be like, I want a refund. I want a refund on all that was totally missed. Though the refund of Anole not giving, that's a different story. We will do this bit of chores. But that is the beauty. And getting into the rhythm. And of course, once we're further along, there's less. Which, speaking of less, I don't think I showed... I have to do something with a comic. But I guess reassigned is probably the best way to put it. But reassigned my Melody to collect stuff, and then also I completely forgot that I never assigned her to anything. So I don't remember what actually I assigned her to, but I assigned her to do something with the Island Spirit. So, whoops. I didn't think about it. But I laugh at myself for not thinking about it because I guess I felt complete. Like, I can collect that. I mean, again, you probably don't actually want them to collect certain stuff for you. In fact, you probably actually want it to be the case that you vary it a bit more. Otherwise, there's a piece that might come to a shock in the sense of requests. At least I was a little shocked by it and a little disappointed, and either I had to wait a day Or I used a bouquet, which I still have plenty of them due to the deluxe and just in general because I don't really reset the island. In fact, of course, the only time I did that was way back when. I need a chocolate, so yeah. Just the balance. There's one. Okay. I would like to get the rest. Oh my goodness. So much of the pain of not being able to collect a lot of the stuff. But now we can do it all on our own. I'm still annoyed. Only one. That is bonkers. Okay. Let's just increase some odds again. I'm just gonna maybe leave that there. Alright, let's do that. Do I risk it? Of course I do. Okay. Nothing drastic happened. We are good. Wrong place. Not gonna do the other event. Mostly because I'm not really into the items. That is this one right here. Okay. I'll leave them still. We'll go here. And then, decisions on how, of course it is over here, how to do the rest of this. We got options. Options starting, I guess, with this. Do it this way. Now this is just another way that I'm going, only because, of course, again, I planted these here and I'm trying to do my experiment. Which, and do that. It's like it works, but it doesn't work. That is for what's spawning at the moment. I mean, there are ways I think I can also get some, which is not a big deal. I can only hope, though. But where I can plant them is always the tricky part. Because some things, again, I think that shouldn't be able to. They are able to, and I'm like, okay then. That makes total sense. And then I get kind of bitter. We're gonna skip that for now. We're just gonna go here. That is... I know I've done it the other way, but... switched it up. Or you could say went back to my original kind of path. That is ignoring a little bit over here, but we gotta go here. I really want to start making the crowns, but basically what I want to do in that is I just want to finish them out. Because I think I can do it. Fair enough. So I redid that whole area, so that's why they're not ready. Like they would be otherwise, or would have been otherwise. But the next time they will be. But then we'll do this. All right. That's done. We gotta go here. This is just how I like to do it. Mystical and magical. I should probably really try other methods. Oh yeah. I was gonna maybe mess with these. I forgot, but... I think it was more... I was gonna take those out. I probably want to bring actually something else out here to try. But I'm gonna do that another time. Gazebo! Are these... Oh... Yeah... Yeah, they're kind of all just... hot mess. I'm a little scared. I don't really want to fertilize them anymore. Ah! The tulips will get messed up again. Damn. Bit to water. Oh, nuts, dude. That's all sorts of messed up. Just full send it like that. Okay, yeah, I totally messed these up. Oh, goodness. Whoops. You think I would have things settled, but I don't. You think I would have things... Because I was literally... Nope, I don't. Nope, that's what it boils down to, unfortunately. All the time. It's okay. This one? Hope? For next time. Sometimes it just... Times it like works, but also other times it's like, what? Oops. But you know, it's good. The fusing makes this a lot simpler. Having them actually have a true presence would make this a little bit more infuriating. Just to get around. Ooh. Magic finally happened there. And this is one of those moments. Like, this would be so bad. If the island spirit could not do that. We couldn't even get through. In a way, we could have gotten a little stuck, but it'd be way worse. Alright. Oops. We'll get these. Oh. It's fine. We got this. Those will go in here to this hot mess that I've created. Now again, this I don't think... I mean, I got that from the whoosh, and then I got that from the whoosh, but not... This is not it. It's so annoying, dude. Do I want to try a different method? Okay, I did say I was gonna do it, so... Oh boy. Alright. So again, this is from the... Technically, grabbed it from the Discord account, but it's on the wiki. We're gonna grab all of it. I'm not gonna water it. We're just gonna... I'm gonna commit to the whole thing. Okay. So I'm gonna replant these, basically, but I'm gonna plant them in the other order that you could plant them in. That is the layout. So I'm gonna be starting here versus starting here. And again, this is on the wiki, but I grabbed it from the Discord. I might try something else, but I really just wanted this to transfer so bad. But I don't know if it's the right thing to want to have transferred. Or I should be trying this one to maybe hope that it would transfer, but... I mean, out in the world, this seemed fine. That was A. Let me try a different one, though. Oh my gosh. No, not you. Yes. Okay. This. And then here. Sorry. I lost it. And then... Oh my gosh, I lost it again. There, and then... So it's basically... Then I need A. Again. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a different one, so wherever it is. I guess I could try that. Where is it? Ah, there it is. So I'll go ahead and actually do it like this. And then... There. There. And then there. Trying to think of how this could work. I guess I could try that one, or I could try one of these instead. Again. This. And then I'm actually going to put... yes. Okay. Don't really like those. But I'm mostly trying to get the color. That's the struggle. Those are very, very similar. But three, and then 4. And then we're gonna go back to the row, like so. And then this is basically gonna finish us out. We got quite a few of those actually. Okay. Let's just then put that there. And then, whoops, getting lost where I was. Thanks, buddy. Okay. And that's basically that. So, different arrangement. Again, both work, and then basically all those spaces that you have that then have the flowers. You just take out all the extras and then you repeat the process and hope for the best. Honestly. No, that is, you don't take them all out. You just take out the true spaces, or you redo it all if you want something else. Oh, hello. I guess, you know. Maybe you want them all. But it does and will take a little bit. Much slower. But I'm not going super hardcore with it. I'm just trying. And then here. Just do it. Cool. We'll get all this. And then with that. Cross the bridge, of course. Get all these. Leave the rest. Stairs into our soul. This has just done its own thing. Oh my gosh. That's insane, dude. Really? How? Man. I don't get it. Oh man. I guess that's what's around it. Okay. What else actually did I see? Nothing. Okay. Nothing super intriguing, but no, some things happen on their own. Others just gonna take their sweet time, and that's okay. There's just too many patterns, too many options. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this a little bit differently, actually. We're gonna go over here and do this. And I need another bestie. If only. Another bestie that I believe who should be here and doing it. I didn't grab him before. You're ridiculous. Wow, is it really just... Okay. I'll actually look at the quest. That's what it's about. So what's on the menu? We do have you today. Hachimaru, okay. We'll definitely do that later. Wasn't expecting you also. But okay. I guess we'll say hi. No, get out of here. Them. Okay. I'm just gonna do this because otherwise it's just gonna be annoying. I didn't... Okay, yep. I totally did your quest too, but look at me! Okay. That way I'll just completely get rid of those exclamation points because I do find it very annoying when they show up. But wow, okay. Love it. Because you were the only one that showed that. What do you show? Oh. Oh, well, I mean, now you show that. Huh. I'll take it. We'll say hi to Mashu. You know, sometimes maybe I should check the board, but that's fine. Okay. With feeling, though, now here. Yes. So now it just won't have those exclamation points there. But I would love to make these at some point, but you see how it says 25? We won't talk about that 25. Though, good question. Which ones haven't I done? Okay. No, I'm not gonna worry about it. That's all it does? Really? I find that odd. Keep giving us that thread. Heck yeah. Oh, brother. Do I want to use that? I guess so. I could use that. I can use these for funsies instead. Okay. Might as well make this standard. Interesting. I mean, I'll take getting thread back. Don't know if I've done... I don't feel like I have. Could have though. Okay. Then... Oh shoot, they're all though we'll just do this. I was like, oh, they're all everywhere, they're not even organized. Again, I don't understand why they have it this way. With the squares, with the colors. But that's how they've done it. And then, this whole, again, UX is not quite it. I do hope they find a way to fix it. But it's true. I think I would say, though, out of all of them, probably is the cutest. Even with my visual, like, gripes with it. Sure. Okay. You know, I do like that they're not all the same. This for a bit, I thought almost they were gonna be. Let's do this. Then... I'm sure they still look massive. Though, but that's okay. That is on our, even on our heads. Which you think aren't as massive, but they are. Still need the crystal one. Let's just do that for fun, even though I don't have them anymore. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay. I just haven't made these yet. So, haven't really even seen them. And then those are just not enough, which is fine. I don't think they matter. Okay, so that's what I really wanted to clear out, just a little bit of this clothing, and they are for hats. Okay. That's for later. And there still technically is one more out there. Messed up, because it looks like another one. But okay. I feel better about it. I don't know if they've included, though, that one that's missing or not, but they're technically... Like, when they've given us updates, it's a little confusing on what we've got and what we don't. But they did technically add another new flower in some ways. Oh, so to a different area that we don't have yet. And I guess, okay, so air quotes changed. We gotta make this stuff, so we just gotta get our besties. We'll just do this instead of the other thing that I've done. And we're gonna go technically over here to say hi to Bestie. Because we have to. And it's cold. I'll take him another time. I'm just not interested in what he wants. I'm sorry. We're gonna take care of this first, though. Because I want this friendship. We got this. Blossom, buddy. There you go. Again, this feels a lot better. Some ways. Still be like 3 days or something. Plus, oh, that third day will just be that little sliver. But I'm happy we got a blossom. All up in the grill. There we go. There we go. Heck yeah. So really interesting, huh? I really wonder how the game thinks about who's coming and who's not, because, it's fascinating. But now that I have the quest done, you'll be going. So of course we said hello to you before. I still made fun of your... Anyways. I see it's not, but what do you think of my birthmark? It's cute, right? By the way, I thought you might like this. Thanks. See you on your next. You could see yourself living here forever. No, I didn't think about it. So we got to see that last time. So here's the other room that I made off stream. Hello. And again, I despise the mannequins with every fiber of my being, but alas, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Just sometimes, but overall, happy that everything else works out in here. Come on, let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Oh, by the way, I thought you might like this. Cookie bits. Okay. Interesting. Didn't even think that was an outfit. But yeah. Huh. Curious. Well, cute. Sorry I kept off making them sooner. That is the cabins, because again, they're kind of on their own time for coming by. But again, happy that they were here, ignoring again some who would also be here, but then of course remember who's flying in. So now they both, yes, okay, that worked. I barely do that. We're satisfied. For one. Don't know if they're still gonna be on that same pattern. Merry Meadows has the snow, but I'm happy for it all the same, and hopefully soon enough they'll be back, and thus we can get basically another story progression, let alone with our bear friend. So I'm curious actually how they've written the quests, because it definitely varies quite a bit. But we'll take Bestie here. Can we do it? Yes, we can. I am complete, but also I'm devastated because there's plenty more that I would want to have more of, and alas, I do not have all. Again, this is what's chilling over here. I'm not a huge fan. I do like, I will admit, some of the ways that you can customize the items. I think it looks a lot better visually. But otherwise, I'm not a huge fan of the items, so I'm basically gonna let these go. It's just not my thing. We do have to mash the button right now for collecting. Which, I've not forgotten. Teleport. So, get this. But yeah, it's interesting. It's just very the opposite of the flowers right now, though. I wonder how they're actually gonna, how they've optimized it. How they're actually gonna show us the clothing. Oh, cool. You're back. As are you. I feel like getting another just for the heck of it. Buddy could have helped us, but alas. I will leave that out because I do not have a lot. Could have more had I talked to friends, but okay. That will take care of that. So we're just gonna do that. And of course, here we go. So, our hospitality. So good. But not a lot left, at least for the time being. We'll see how that count goes as time goes on. Just a little more and then we'll be done. And then of course this is all based on, well, the bed, of course, is me going over to the dessert boat and thus making the double bed. But besides the double bed, this is gonna be us basically hoping for the best for logging in. Again, not, you know, my favorite thing in the world, but you know, I mean, I guess it'd be kind of cool to have those on our head, right? And of course the colors, you know, we'll definitely have the variety to swap it. But from here, and the last little bit is the flower slash headband of petals. That's the best that I got, but luckily we will at least clear that one out. Can't again say the same, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to. Again, not a huge deal if I miss out. I'm not, I would say, a huge fan of the outfits this time around. Not that I usually am. Pretty same old, but I mean, you know, when a Knoll steals the show, right? As far as items go, though, again, could get more of those, but I would say that these are pretty sweet, and the fact that you can customize them fairly decently is pretty sweet too. Just making other like color combinations and such. Very, very cool. Besides that, I just didn't do Choco Cats. I think I'll live. Or, well, that is, I will live. But with that other bit out of the way, let me actually do what she did suggest. Because... yeah. See, that's really interesting. If it's not gonna also say exactly, like, I mean, I know it already said who was here in some ways. I guess yesterday. Like, that is just staying in the cabin. But if I don't play, I find that just odd that you're not telling me who's also here. And then, of course, that's the other bit. I mean, again, too, even if she were to tell me, it's not like she would tell me too, because sometimes she wouldn't tell you who was here either. I really, really am team calendar. You can just have the little icons, and then they can just disappear and stuff. I know that means a bit more to put together and such, but, like, it's still then pointless. A little bit. Because then if you might as well go here to see who's here if you just want to say hello, and then of course look at your quest to see who's actually asking for what. I don't know. We'll have to see what the future holds once the update truly drops, but I just do not trust the announcement board, and I do not trust her, but I do miss, again, when she would actually tell us. That is my Melody. Considering, again, she already has to talk to us, so yeah. That's just me. We'll do this, and that will take care of that. So a little bit of a shorter visit than the last time we were in, but at the same time, we got plenty done. I'm ignoring another area, if you couldn't tell, but that's okay. I will go back at some point, but there's nothing really out there that's super exciting currently, so I'm just gonna take those odds, though I might do a little investigating afterward. But, of course, with those here, we got to say hello and thus get their first stars. However, what does that mean for when they'll arrive again? And of course, for those flying on in fairly soon, how will the introduction of a yoga instructor go? Considering out of the bunch, probably the most curious. And of course, when we do finish, hopefully soon enough, another 5-star, what will it mean for a quest for those in the clouds? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. And I hope that you liked the buddies here and here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.